excited to have you back. We are going to have lots of fun today, learning some new things and having fun and dancing around and clapping our hands. And to start out, we are going to play a game. This game is called Treasure Hunt. So I'm going to give you 20 seconds to run around your house and find something, some kind of treasure. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready? I am going to give you 20 seconds to go find a hat. Go find a hat. Welcome back. Did you guys get some hats? Look, Cuddles got a hat and I got a hat. Let me see your hat. Turn to the side. And the other side. Let me see that. That is so cool. I love that hat. That's so cute. Okay, now I'm going to give you 20 more seconds and we are going to find something else. I want you to go and find a big ball. The biggest ball that you can find. Are you ready? Go! Okay, this is the ball that Cuddles and I found. It's not the biggest ball. Maybe you guys have a bigger ball. Let me see your ball. Wow, that one's huge. Well, ours is lots of fun and we can have fun playing with it and throwing and catching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my story corner. I am really excited. Today we're going to do another story. Can you guys remember that last week in our big book of Bible stories, we read about Joseph. And we read about how he went to Egypt and then became a leader in Egypt, and then his dad, Jacob, and all of his brothers joined him in Egypt and they stayed there. Well, now we're going to find out about that family that got bigger and bigger and bigger in Egypt and what happened to them. And a specific person called Moses. Alright. Long ago in Egypt, there lived a group of people called the Israelites. That's Jacob and Joseph and their family. They got bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they're a whole group of people. And they're called the Israelites. They lived peacefully among the Egyptian people, where some became rich. After many years, there were a lot of Israelite people living in Egypt. Look at all of those people. The king of Egypt, or Pharaoh, wasn't happy that there were so many Israelites in his country. Look at his face. He looks so angry. Oh dear, even his dog looks angry. He thought that one day the Israelites might try to take over Egypt. Oh dear, he was actually scared. Pharaoh forced the Israelites to become slaves. They had to work for the Egyptian people to build new towns and they were treated harshly. But the number of Israelite people continued to grow. Pharaoh needed another plan to stop the Israelites becoming powerful. Pharaoh ordered that all Israelite baby boys were to be killed, but that girls were to be kept alive. That is such a terrible, terrible thing. Egyptian soldiers were sent out to carry out the awful task. They marched into Israelite towns. Oh dear, can you guys see that everyone is so scared? The soldiers look very angry, but all of the people look so scared. One Israelite family had a tiny baby boy. They managed to hide him from Pharaoh's soldiers. Can you guys see him? He's there under the table. They're trying to hide him away from the soldiers. For 3 months, they were able to keep their baby boy a secret. But as he began to grow bigger and noisier, this became more difficult. Look at that screaming, crying face. Oh dear, that would be difficult to hide. One day, the baby's mother came up with a plan. She made a strong basket and coated it with tar to make it waterproof. The baby's sister Miriam watched closely. Then they wrapped the baby in a blanket to keep him warm and put him in the basket. Then Miriam and her mother crept down to the river and placed the basket with the sleeping baby among the tall bulrushes. The little basket bobbed gently on the water. Can you guys see Moses? In the basket, he looks fast asleep. Can you close your eyes like you're fast asleep? Oh, Moses is fast asleep. And can you spot someone else there? I can see someone hiding. Let's see what she's doing. Miriam's mother returned home to stop people becoming suspicious. But Miriam, Moses' sister, hid in the bulrushes and kept watch over her baby brother. After a while, Miriam saw some other people approaching. It was Pharaoh's daughter and her servants. The princess had come to the river to bathe. Suddenly, the princess noticed the little basket floating gently on the water. Oh, they've seen Moses in the basket. What is going to happen now? Quickly, fetch that basket, she ordered one of her servants. What is the princess of Egypt going to do with Moses? The servant pulled the basket from the water and gasped when she saw the little baby boy inside. He began to cry. Oh dear, poor Moses. He's being picked up by this total stranger and he got a big fright. Give the child to me, said the princess, and she held him in her arms. Oh, do you guys feel a little bit calmer when your mommy or your daddy or someone special holds you tight? Suddenly, Miriam appeared before the princess. Perhaps I could find someone to help look after the baby, she said. Yes, please, said the princess. Find me a nurse. Miriam hurried to bring her mother to the princess. I will pay you to look after this child. He will be brought up as my son, so no harm will come to him. Miriam and her mother were overjoyed. They were so happy. Miriam, Moses' sister, and his mother were going to be able to look after Moses under the protection of the princess. The princess named the baby Moses, which means drawn out, just as he was drawn out of the water. So, as a small child, Moses stayed with his family, living safely and happily under the protection of the princess. Then one day, when he was old enough, his mother and sister took him to the Pharaoh's palace to be with the princess. Thank you for looking after him, said the princess. And so Moses was brought up as an Egyptian prince. Little did he know that one day he would help to set the Israelite people free under God's guidance. Wow, what an incredible story. It's important for us to remember that even when other people mean to hurt us sometimes, God can turn things around for our good. We can trust God even when it feels like things are going wrong and we're in trouble and we don't know what's going to happen. We can pray and we can trust God for wisdom and for protection. Let's pray together. Thank you, Lord, for the story of Moses. Thank you that even though his life was in danger, you protected him and you brought him into a place where you could use him to help your people. Thank you, Lord, that you have plans and purposes for all of our lives. Help us to trust you even when things look very difficult. Amen. Okay, now if you guys want to have some fun this week at home, you can try and look for a basket and make a nice little cozy home for one of your toys or your dolls. You can pretend like you are like Moses' mom and you are making a nice comfy basket for your doll. Or when you have a bath, you can take a plastic container that will float on the water and put one of your plastic toys inside and pretend like that's just like Moses as he was drifting on the stream in his special basket. And you can remember our story about Moses. Now, let's get up and let's sing a song to worship God together. Let's get up. Guys, I had so much fun with all of you today. I hope you had fun too. Now, I hope you have a lovely week. Bye!